What is going on, everyone? I originally was going to talk about this topic in the post-game show of the Phillies vs. Cardinals Game 1 of the series. Right now, they are in a rain delay. I don't know if they're actually going to get this game going at all tonight, according to the forecast, so I figured here's an opportunity to come down and record what exactly went down and somewhat of my thoughts on this. Now, Odubel Herrera was arrested in Atlantic City, allegedly had an altercation with his girlfriend, a domestic violence case, and the Phillies found out about it, and what they did immediately was tell the Major League Baseball. They told Major League Baseball. The MLB put Odubel Herrera on administrative leave. From here, we just have to wait and let the MLB do their investigation. I don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. The Phillies don't know what happened. There's only one thing you can do in this moment right now, and that is wait to see what the MLB ends up coming up with. You need to find the facts, find out exactly what happened, and from there you can move on. Now, here's my opinion. If it is true and it did happen, you have to move on from Odubel Herrera. Whether you trade him, whether you cut him and release him, it's time to move on from Odubel Herrera because there is value in having good character on your squad, and that's something that you just can't justify. You have zero tolerance when it comes to domestic violence. This is how I see it now, and if this is true, I would move on from him. Now, other teams might want him. You take a look at Addison Russell. He went through a domestic violence situation. Familia went through a domestic violence situation. There have been plenty of players around the league that went through a similar thing like this, and they are still playing. So whether you package him up for a pitcher, which I thought that was something we would do originally at the trade deadline anyway, and I don't care that Odubel Herrera is underachieving. That's not why I move him. It's not about if you're the best player or the worst player, if you're in the middle of the pack, above average. It doesn't matter. The point is, domestic violence is not okay, and you can't accept any form of it if this is true. Now, that's why I say you let the MLB do their investigation and you allow them to figure out the facts, and from there you move on. Now, I love the way that the Phillies approached this from an organizational standpoint. I don't love that it happened, but when they were addressed with a bad situation, I think they handled it pretty good, and they went right to the MLB. They put up a statement. Matt Klentak's talking about it. You have Gabe Kapler coming out about it. They're addressing it. They're not hiding back. They're coming out. They're stating this is a very, very, very important thing to them. And after Odubel Herrera apologized, you have team meetings addressing how serious domestic violence is and making sure that everybody in this clubhouse understands, this is no joke. You do not do that. Not that I think the clubhouse and everyone else didn't know that, but when you are in a situation where your organization goes through something as brutal as this, it needs to be addressed. It needs to be brought up. It needs to be clearly discussed. How it's just not acceptable at all. And that's not just baseball. That's everywhere. That's literally everywhere. So that's my opinion on it. It's terrible. You never want to hear about it. I just have to sit here and wait to see what sort of facts actually are brought up when Major League Baseball goes in and checks out what actually occurred that night. And from there, we figure out what we're going to do with Odubel Herrera. So that's it. It's pretty simple in my opinion. I want to know your thoughts, but at the same time, I need you to be proper. If I see anything brutal in the comment section, whether you're a fan for a long time or just new, I'll block you and I'll hide your comments forever because this is a serious topic now. I'm interested in your thoughts. A lot of you reached out to me and said, Broads, what do you think about Odubel? Broads, you should put out a video on Odubel. What do you think the Phillies should do about Odubel? Here I am. I'm discussing this matter, which is a very serious topic, and I demand respect on the other end when it comes to discussing this because it's seriously a legitimate, 100% serious topic. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.